Hey, we're here in Austin, Texas with Betty. Hey, Betty, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm awesome.
Great.
Okay, so you are almost halfway through the UI design class.
Yes.
Let's rewind. I want to hear how that's going, but let's rewind. And what were you doing before you came to the Iron Yard?
Okay, so before I came to the Iron Yard, I was working in a customer support role within the technical realm, I guess. So I was kind of like the administrator of a website in the education sector.
Okay.
And so whenever people would call us with problems, technical problems regarding the website or just main general questions, I was the one that answered their calls or their emails. And then I also worked with AV equipment as well.
Okay.
So I maintained the AV equipment for the conference center as well. So a lot of different hats.
Yeah. But sort of in the technical realm.
Yes.
Very cool.
Much, yeah.
So did that lead you into thinking maybe I want to do software development, instead of sort of managing requests about the website, actually?
Yeah, absolutely. I make the joke that I've been trying to run away from computers my whole life. Like I kind of think of myself as like, a creative who just wants to write with pen and paper. But every job I've taken since college has been in the technical realm. In some way or fashion,
right.
Some fashion. This last job is the one that finally convinced me, like, okay, you've just got to go for it, because our database was so poorly designed and so poorly, not managed, but just poorly developed. And so I was like, I want to be in the beginning stages of those kind of things, to where I keep the end user in mind and kind of, combat those problems beforehand.
Sure.
So we're not getting so many phone calls.
Because it made your job harder.
Absolutely. And it wasn't an intuitive job, an intuitive site at all. So
Yep.
that frustrated me on behalf of my, clients.
Sure.
And also for myself. It was kind of like, this is kind of tedious, and it's not very intuitive. And so, that's what led me to the Iron Yard, I would say.
So did you start exploring code schools? How did you find out about the Iron Yard, and what was that process like for you? What was the point at which you said, okay, I think I want to do this, and then I want to go to a school?
Mm-hmm. Well, I started exploring code schools,
Okay.
and then kind of looked into, there's so many in Austin. So I was kind of overwhelmed at first, and then started doing like basic searches. I knew I wanted to go into user interface design or user experience. And
because of your experience at your previous job.
Yeah, I knew that was my end goal, but not a lot of schools offer this course. So I was kind of restricted. So at one point I applied to a code school for web development. And I got in, but I had the Iron Yard on the back burner at the same time, and I saw that you guys were offering the UI design course, and I was like, oh my god, that's exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
So pushed web development over to the side and decided to continue.
Very cool.
Yeah. Very
cool. So you're halfway through class.
Yes.
What has it been like?
It has been grueling. It's a lot of stuff. They're throwing a lot of information at you, but it's so exciting at the same time. I don't want to scare anybody, but my first week here, I got 4 hours of sleep a night. But it wasn't because I was just overwhelmed by work. It was because I was so excited. So I was like,
cool
I don't want to sleep because I just want to code, you know? And that's so, nerdy, but that's
not
what
bad
I
for
wanted
someone
to
who's
do.
been running away from computers.
Sure, yeah. Now I'm deep in the trenches, but and then I talked to my instructor, and he was like, "Okay, it's about balance, so maybe get some sleep, protect your sanity." But anyway, I'm really excited. So it's grueling, but it's really exciting because every week just confirms to me that this is what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
So.
So it sounds like you have a good relationship with your instructor. Has that been a big part of the experience?
Yeah. Something I really like about the Iron Yard is that everyone here is so open to helping one another. So even if, for example, we have an instructor in the Java course that, he doesn't do anything with UI design, but if my instructor's out, he's willing to help us. And I love that. And I love how open everybody is and how transparent everybody is. It's really refreshing. No one's trying to hide anything. There are no politics or anything. And my instructor is really good about just meeting us where we are. And I know that seems like a general term, but really, he knows when you're struggling, and he'll approach you and he'll say, hey, I noticed you're kind of getting frustrated. Tell me what's up. He does a lot of check-ins with each of us, which I think helps a lot.
Sure. Now, I know you're about halfway through. just out of my own curiosity, have you thought about the types of things you want to do after class?
I'm so focused on learning right now
Sure.
that I haven't devoted too much time to thinking about what I want to do outside
Which is
of this.
probably a good thing.
Yeah, but we did have some people from the tech company next door come over, and they're going to start their mentorship with us next week. So I'm
Great.
sure after that I'll get a little more of an idea of what I want to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
No problem.
And I'm so glad the class has been a great experience for you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you guys.